Welcome back, my friends. Thank you so much for tuning in. This is Silver Slayer, folks. We have a jam-packed video for you guys and gals today. There is layers to this. We're going to be talking about what's happening in the Middle East. We're going to be talking about Federal Chairman Jerome Powell's speech that happened about 12 hours ago at the time of recording this video. Yes, I'm recording this late at night. And also what Silver's doing after that speech happened. You know, I'm doing a giveaway as we approach 100,000 subscribers, and I'm going to be picking the winner very, very soon, probably in the next week or two. So you're definitely going to want to go enter right now if you already haven't, because the prizes are massive. Also, I got some deals for you guys. Every single Monday, Miles Franklin puts out new deals. We have 1 ounce Morgan silver rounds, only $209 over spot, and also a 10th ounce 2023 gold maples, $25 over melt. Just send an email to info@milesfranklin.com. Let them know Silver Slayer sent you. If you want those deals, they have literally everything on there. Just ask for a price sheet. They will hook you up. So let's just dive straight into this news. So here is the price analysis. Silver price jumps to near $23 as Israel-Palestine conflicts improve Bullion's appeal, of course, as a safe haven, given in times of economic uncertainty, crisis, war. I mean, everything is a perfect combination for precious metals, looking very, very precious right now. So it's not very surprising that everyone is turning gears, just like when the banks failed and got bailed out. Everyone seemed to turn towards precious metals after those situations happen instead of prepare before. Before those things happen, as you should. But anyways, I wanted to say something before we dive into this. This is not a political channel. This is not a geopolitical channel. This is not I don't care if you're up, right, left, down, front, center, sideways, to the middle, or even crooked. I don't care what side you stand on. I don't care, because this channel is talking about silver, precious metals. We do have to talk about these things because they do directly affect the price of precious metals, but I don't care about those opinions. Please keep that out of the comment section. It's a very touchy subject, and I just go take that somewhere else. I want this to be precious metals related, but unfortunately, the fundamentals don't always apply to precious metals, so this stuff plays a big role. So silver price climbs $23 as deepening Middle East tensions improve the safe haven appeal. U.S. dollar and long-term bond yields have recovered strongly after upbeat U.S. retail sales data. Silver price jumps above 50% Fibonacci retracement at $22.85. Silver prints a fresh new 2-week high at $23 as the appeal for bullion improves due to deepening Middle East tensions. Israel is ready for the ground invasion of Gaza Strip. From these attacks from the Hamas military group, the uncertainty over U.S. President Joe Biden's visit to Israel to support it in the war situation against Palestine and ensure the safety of civilians in Gaza has strengthened the demand for gold and silver. Meanwhile, the U.S. dollar and the long-term bond yields have recovered strongly after the upbeat United States retail sales data. The U.S. Census Bureau reported that consumer spending amount or this momentum expanded at higher pace of 0.7% in September against estimates of 0.3%. Robust retail sales were prompted by upbeat demand for automobiles and dining out. For fresh guidance on interest rates, investors shift focus to the speech from Federal Chairman Jerome Powell, which is scheduled for Thursday, and it happened about 12 hours ago. I'm going to show you what happened right after that speech as well, and this is why you guys had to be so careful. It would be interesting to know whether Jerome Powell would join other teammates and support a steady interest rate policy due to rising treasury yields, or will consider some further policy tightening appropriate. So let's just check out silver's price right now. You tell me, what do you think happened? This was when the speech was given. What do you think happened? Boom, straight decline, right? Straight decline. Today is Thursday. As I am recording this, it's just very late at night. So the speech was given about 12 hours ago, like I said. So yeah, silver is down right now. I mean, here's the live chart. It looks like it is starting to, inch back up. But regardless, like I said, you cannot go off of speculation. You can't go off of rumors. You can't just assume things and invest as it's fact or believe that it's fact, because nothing is as it seems nowadays. Unknown variables are so common nowadays. Wrenches get thrown and everything gets thrown out of left field, out of whack, and that's expected almost. So forecast predictions take with a pinch of salt. Now this article I wanted to save for last because it does, it does scratch the surface on what we just talked about in the Middle East, but it dives into China as well. And I think this is important because there is such a broad picture. There's so many factors that are all kind of pushing and pulling silver. Not just silver, but this is a silver stacking channel, so I'm going to be saying the word silver, talking about silver, right? It's not just silver, it's everything. But these factors are, and the most interesting part about me saying silver is because silver is one of the only tangible things we're talking about. It should be based more on fundamentals, which is supply and demand. These other things are kind of, poof and thin air and numbers on a screen and like a dollar that is backed by nothing. It's essentially or virtually worthless. And, we talk about stocks, which are pegged to the dollar, which is going to collapse with it, or even going into the COMEX and the SLV and the PSLV. I'm not going to keep listing all these things, but when we talk about silver being pushed and pulled, even including price manipulation, spoofing, these things I think won't be able to affect silver at the rate that it currently does. I think silver will start to take on a life of its own as its true value starts to shine, as it's needed so much in the industrial world as we advance into this new green era, technological era. So, I just wanted to throw that in there because silver has a unique position, even beyond gold. So anyways, silver price forecast, silver higher as Powell's speech looms, Middle East unrest persists. Highlights silver surges on Middle East tensions, Powell's speech a potential market mover in China's third quarter data bolster silver prices, safe haven silver rises, geopolitical tensions to 2-week high silver prices surge to 2-week peak driven largely by rising geopolitical tensions in the Middle East. This run contradicts the robust. Here are some of the highlights. We kind of covered these. I want to go into these. You guys know that China is the biggest consumer of silver. So when they open back up and when, we're not even just talking about the industrial side, just as a whole. The United States, I think we tend to look at things from, if you live in America, at least I think we tend to look at things from an American's eyes, but you have to almost look at things from another picture. For example, the BRICS nations, a lot of people would say, why are they doing this? Or, dethroning the USD as a world reserve currency. It makes perfect sense. Why wouldn't they? The Americans have their greedy little fingers in all their pockets. They're sitting there. Why are we letting them do this? Why don't we just create our own currency? Let's join forces. Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa. Let's join forces. Yes, we have the G7 over here. But what's stopping us from doing this? Create our own digital currency. But let's back it by something, unlike fiat is. Unlike this dollar that is the words of. Let's back it by something so it actually has value, like the dollar once did before we got rid of the gold standard. Upcoming Powell speech, which is a critical event. As you see, it was critical because this is what happened afterwards, after everyone got the news. I want to move on, though. China's robust economy adds fuel to the fire. Another contributing factor to silver's rise is China's stronger than expected economic data for the third quarter. As one of the largest consumers of silver, positive economic performance from China is being interpreted as a signal for sustained demand, providing additional support for the metal's current upward momentum. Even more support. There's a direct correlation between price and demand. As demand rises, the price does. It's almost on a 1-to-1 scale, identical. Wait, Silver Slayer, you're saying silver demand moves exactly with the price? Demand is going to keep increasing over the next decade as we need more and more silver? So that means the price would also move with the demand, right? 1 + 1 = 2, yeah, right? If demand pushes the price, and we know demand is going to be booming, then what does that tell you about the price? It's not rocket science, folks, but silver is used in those rockets in a lot of science, and a lot of scientists are saying that we don't have enough silver. And there's, well, that was a nice little segue. But all jokes aside, though, I think it's blatantly obvious, in my opinion, that silver is definitely something that has a lot of opportunity. You could still invest in a gold if you want as well, but silver has a unique potential. And anyone who doesn't see that just isn't looking closely enough, or is closed-minded or ignorant, or has a biased opinion. Maybe they lost money in silver. Maybe it's ego. Overall bullish sentiment, Powell's speech, a wild card, and some market sentiment for silver is veering. On the bullish side, the momentum is being fueled by ongoing geopolitical uncertainties, and that's promising economic figures out of China. Nonetheless, the future landscape may shift dramatically. And that's what Federal Chairman Jerome Powell has to say about U.S. monetary policy. His comments are widely seen as the next potential turning point for silver markets. Let's look at the chart. I like looking at the 3-month because it's not too close, but it's far enough away. Because the 6-month, it's half a year ago, a lot's happened. I mean, lots happened on a day-to-day basis recently, but 3 months ago, silver was sitting at around $25, which is crazy to think. I mean, I guess that makes sense. And then we saw it drop down to $22.43, and then it shot straight up right here, 24, almost to trying to get on that, $25.36. And see why you never want the price to just skyrocket? Because if it's not gradually approaching, there's no price stability, so it just crashes down lower than where it started. And that's why when people say $100 silver next month, you better hope it doesn't do that, because it would get up there, but it would crash lower than where it started, because there's no stability. The price isn't stabilizing at $50, $60, $70, $80. Just like Bitcoin in 2016 or 2017 or whatever. It went from like $1,200 to $16,000 in like a matter of a couple months. And look what happened. It crashed, and it took years and years to recover. You don't want that to happen with silver. But you see, this is like, it's ups and downs. And right now, or I guess we did, at the end of September, see a lot of down. But it is starting to go back up. Regardless, it really shouldn't matter to you if you're in this for the long term, because you're not planning on selling anytime soon, so why should the price matter? Unless you're trying to make a big purchase, maybe you could wait out maybe a couple weeks or something. I mean, there is Black Friday and Cyber Monday coming up, so a lot of deals are going out. That's when I buy a lot of my silver, is Black Friday and Cyber Monday, especially since I like pandas. The new 2024 pandas will be out by then. Sometimes the kookaburras are as well. The pandas always are, though. And those are definitely coins that I love. If you guys watch my channel, you know that. And there's just lots of cool deals. So yeah. Anyways, let me know what you think about this. I do have some other stuff that we could talk about. I guess we could throw this in here real quick. I guess we still have some time. I don't like making my videos too short. Let's check this one out. Can silver continue its bullish charge through October? The silver market is witnessing some captivating dynamics as we advance through October. While the month might have commenced on a somber note with silver languishing at local lows, the subsequent days have been nothing short of spectacular for this precious metal. So, taking a closer look, and that was written yesterday, by the way. Well, I guess for you, it'd be 2 days ago. I don't know. Anyways, taking a closer look at the technical landscape, silver has demonstrated remarkable resilience by clawing its way back above pivotal support levels. First being the long-term trend line, vividly marked in red, which has long been a benchmark for silver traders. And then we have the $22.20 horizontal support highlighted in yellow, further bolstering the metal's bullish momentum. And it is pretty interesting right now, especially because usually the holidays are very bearish. But I mean, people aren't paying attention to the market. They're traveling with friends and family, and some people selling their silver to buy presents for Christmas. But it's looking like silver has a lot of bullish tendencies right now. A lot of people, I mean, every article I've covered in the last week have all been saying silver looks very bullish right now. Anyways, interestingly, the prior breach below these supports seems to have been a deceptive move, a classic false breakout. This phenomenon can often trap traders on the wrong side of the market, making the recent recovery even more noteworthy. As silver steers clear of these pivotal zones, a compelling buy signal emerged on the charts, presenting potential opportunities for the discerning trader. Further adding to the bullish narrative is silver's decisive breach above a series of black down trend lines in both short and long midterm. Trajectory now puts itself in a collision course with the green downtrend line, yada, yada, yada. I don't like going over the technicals. If you're a day trader or something, then yes, that might be helpful to you, but I'm sure most of you aren't. If you are, by the way, let me know. I'm curious how many of my viewers do trade, marginal trade, day trade, anything like that, or, even going along. I asked this in my last video. Does anyone buy or stack palladium or platinum? I'm curious about that stuff. So anyways, yeah, I'm going to wrap this video up here. Make sure you go enter my giveaway. You don't want to miss it. I remember I post daily videos. That should be the most important reason why you subscribe, not just for a chance to win some silver. And also, if you guys wanted to take advantage of some of these deals, we have 1 ounce Morgan silver rounds, 209 over spot, 10th ounce 2023 gold maples, $25 over melt. Send an email to info@milesfranklin.com. Let them know Silver Slayer sent you. Every Monday, new deals. I'll update you guys on a weekly basis what those deals are. We got you. So anyways, yeah, thank you so much for tuning in. This is Silver Slayer. I'll see you guys soon. Peace.